Hey guys, this is Cowboy with the Minnesota Ghost Wranglers. We're here in Afton, Minnesota, right here at the Afton House Inn, which was established in 1867. We're going to do an investigation tonight because this hotel is very active with spiritual activities. We've already talked to some of the workers here. They shared some stories with us. Hopefully we'll be able to have a few more stories shared upon the late night crew. And it is very windy here. So I apologize if you're hearing some of the wind in the microphone. We're right next to a marina as well, so we're getting a lot of the wind from the river, St. Croix River over there. So we're here at the cemetery where Charles C. Cushing is buried, and Charles is the gentleman, from what I'm understanding, built the Afton House. And the room that we're staying in, room 23, I also found out is the same room that he resided in and lived out of during that time. So the room that we have has a lot of activity, and this cemetery is spooky as shit. And getting up here was even more spooky. So if you bear with me, hopefully we'll find him. I know, it's a small cemetery, but it's creepy as hell. Could that be his grave over there? This is like some Blair Witch stuff here, guys. It's like really creepy in here. Charles Cushing. (1878). That's the year that he passed away. I'm convinced that this is probably his site, and I think that fell out of there, fell backwards and broke. Pretty sure this is his grave right here that I'm next to. Right. I think that was a monument for him, and they were burning, wood or something in there at one point. But I think this is his actual grave site. I didn't look over there, but I think this is his grave site. That's the monument. This is his grave site. Fell out of there, broke, obviously. I mean, you're thinking 1878. That's a marker. Yep, that's a marker. So, Mr. Cushing, we found your grave site, and I know that you had a lot to do with the Afton House Inn. I'm staying in room 23, which is the room that you resided in. So please feel free to come join us in the room that you resided in, because we are told that your spirit still resides in there. Thank you for your service. I heard that you were a soldier. I come from a family of soldiers myself. So I want to thank you once again for your service and what you've done to the town of Afton. Literally right across the street from the Afton House Inn is a bluff that goes straight up, and it was all wooded. Leanne was asking what it's about and what it is, and we're wondering if it's over here. And the Afton House Inn is down there beyond that bluff. Now, there was a sign when we were coming up that said that they were actually closed up here until May 1st. But Minnesota Ghost Wranglers, we're only going to be out here one time, for now at least. So I had to capture Charles' grave. So I kind of pushed the envelope a little bit and went up here, and we found Charles' grave, knock on wood. But before it gets too late and before we get spotted, I think we're going to head back to the hotel here because I don't want to disrespect anybody. So there's Grimace, right? I'm going to show you. We came up from over here. I had to turn around there and park Grimace there. Yes, my truck is called Grimace because a lot of people think he's black, but he's actually purple. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually record this footage going down this path, and shows you how narrow this path is and how creepy it was getting up here. And it's very steep. Okay, this is the road that we just came up, and it is very, very steep. And if you're not careful, you'll go right off the edge. And that's it. Now we're coming back down to the residential area. So hopefully now that we saw the gravesite of Charles, that may just have activated more spiritual activity for him to come out tonight and communicate with us. I'm back on the main road here, and we're going to head back to the hotel. Afton's a pretty little town, but not too many people live here. I mean, I think this is the most houses I've seen since being in here, because where we're at in town, all it is historical buildings and businesses. We're room 23 there. Now in this area, I was told that there's a lot of activity. So what I'm going to try to do later this evening is sit here, because 21 and 22, and then the room that I'm in, 23, were the three first rooms completed for this hotel. 21 being the first one. And in this corner over here, there's already a heavy feeling. And I was told that that's kind of a hot spot. Now, I'm not sure how many people are going to be in for this evening. Now, there's a mirror that I was told on a wall where sometimes you can see images. I'm wondering if this is it. That could be the mirror. I'm not sure. But from the looks of it, that's the only mirror that I see. Hey, there's Leanne. I wonder if this is that mirror that they're talking about. I'm thinking that that's the mirror that they were talking about, where they see images. So I guess Leanne was saying like 46 here is a suite. Erickson suite. Did that door just jiggle?
Yeah.
This door is jiggling. Do you hear that? Jiggle again.
Showing you off a little bit.
Hi. This door literally was just jiggling. There it goes again. Jiggle. On command, it just jiggled. There it is. It's actually moving. I don't know if you guys can see that. That door was just jiggling. 46 was just jiggling. I don't know what the story is behind that. We're gonna run into town right now because we need to get a little necessities for tonight's overnight stay, such as munchies and some soda, because everything closes here early in Afton. Nearest gas station that we have is 6 miles away, so we're gonna leave here soon and then we're gonna grab a bite to eat. But I wanna show you guys something. Check out the new gear that I got here. We got the Minnesota Ghost Wranglers logo here, your name right here, and on the back is the saying that I put at every end of my videos. And if that's not enough, check out the baseball cap, Minnesota Ghost Wranglers. So if you want any of this gear, let me know. I will make some up for you. Email the link down below at minnesotaghostwranglers@gmail.com, and I'll make sure that you get some of this gear. I'm sitting here with General Manager Justin Glover, and he's going to give us a little bit of a rundown of the history of the Afton House Inn, some stories that he has to share, and maybe some reports of other stories that people may have shared. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to interview you.
Sure.
If you wouldn't mind, if you could tell us a little bit about the Afton House and the history behind it, and maybe who this Charles is that I've been talking about.
Absolutely. The Afton House Inn now currently is the oldest operating inn in the state of Minnesota, over 100 years old. When it was built, it had a lot of housing for the railroad workers, and we found out recently that was also there were ladies of the night that were here that kept people company. Throughout the years, there's been all kinds of things that have happened, whether there have been fires and stuff like that. But a young lady named Marion Pennington purchased the property. And in the early 1900s, she used to do dollar chicken dinners on Sundays and stuff like that. And the current owners now bought the property in 1976, the Driver's family. And, they've built on, back in the day, we just used to have a historical restaurant called the Catfish Saloon that everybody from around this area remembers.
Right.
And then we've built on, we have our wine bar now, and we have our fine dining room, and then, we also have some cruise ships, and we also do some catering out at the Wabasha Caves.
Now, this Mary Pennington, is she related to Charles? Were they married?
She's not. So Charles Cushing was the original builder of this particular building.
Okay.
So he ended up selling it to Mary Pennington later on, and she bought it in the 1900s. He owned it in the 1867, 1870s, stuff like that, and then Mary took over in the 1900s.
Okay.
I actually have a picture of her I can show you.
And this is the room that he's referring to where she would serve her chicken.
Yeah. And this is actually one of the room that has one of the, I would say, more popular ghost stories that we have around here. But as I have spoken to you before, this whole town, it's a historical town. It's a beautiful town. There's a lot of history that goes on here. But if you talk to a lot of the local owners, nobody is afraid of coming down here or anything like that. But there are consistently stories about this town being full of spirits. People see orbs, people see shadows, people see ghosts, stuff like that.
Now, have you had your own personal experiences?
I'm here at 3 a.m. many nights, like Jack Nicholson from The Shining,
Right.
But I don't believe I'm clairvoyant. I don't know. I everything that I've seen or heard, we are out in the wilderness, right? So, whether there's cats that are fighting outside, the wildlife, or if the wind just blows on this building in the correct way and whistles through a crack, it could sound like a baby crying or anything like that. Now, I'm not looking for it when I'm here by myself late at night, right?
Right.
I don't want to get scared out of my seat, but I haven't noticed anything. But I have definitely had a lot of reports from employees and from guests that have stayed here.
Now, there's a picture over the fireplace there. What's the story behind that, if you've heard any reports with that picture?
Well, that's a picture of the Afton House Inn in the 70s. But the interesting thing about that picture is within the last couple of years, my sales director and my guest services director were sitting at the front desk, and they heard a big crash in the middle of this room. And, I can show you later, if you look on the bottom of the picture, there's a bunch of cracks. We have no idea how that happened. that's a fake fireplace. There's no vent going through there, so there's really that's one of the ones that I believe the most that has happened. But there's no rhyme or reason for it.
Oh.
And it kind of spooked the two employees that were here when that happened. So
Now, is it my understanding the room that I'm staying in, 23, that's where Charles resided when he lived here? Was that correct?
you know, it's really hard to actually ironclad say exactly where he was and where he stayed, but I can tell you this. This is the part of the historical hotel, right?
Right.
They're originally, you know, we have 25 rooms now, right? 21 of them have fireplaces and jacuzzis. 9 of them have the biggest jacuzzi, shameless plug, that you have. But back in the day, there was only 3 or 4 rooms, right? It was just basically a square building. There's literally horse carriages and stuff that are going through the town. So, you know, I imagine Charles probably stayed wherever he wanted.
Because I noticed that 21, 22, and 23 are pretty close together.
Yes.
Right there in the corner there. So I would assume those were the first three rooms built.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, you know, anytime anybody is interested in this stuff, I'm more than willing to give you guys a hand and let you look around and check things out. It's fascinating to me, whether you're talking about ghosts, UFOs, or, you know, the unknown.
Right,
so
right.
I haven't seen anything, but I firmly believe there's a possibility, because when you look in somebody's eyes after they've seen something,
Right.
And you know, you either have a choice, either to believe them or think
That
that
look
they're
of-
liars.
That look of
And
terror.
I tend to believe that that they're seeing something. So
Okay.
most of the time, or I would say all of the time, including the local owners, they will say that this town is full of spirits. None of them have ever been hurt or bothered. There have been people that have been sitting down and have felt spirits sit down right next to them.
Really?
Yeah, there have been people that have said, one particular guest said they felt somebody on top of them, slamming doors and babies crying, and the smell of, I'm sure you heard with Charles pushing,
the cigar.
the smell of the cherry cigar.
Leanne actually smelt a cigar earlier upstairs.
Sure.
And, you know, I was walking through the hallway and I kind of smelt a little odor of it as well.
Yeah.
So we smelt that cigar.
We've had, one of my best employees was setting a table in our fine dining room, and there's no rhyme or reason for it, but she said that a butter knife just flew like straight off the table 3 feet away.
Oh, wow.
And, you know, who knows? Just like some of the things you experienced tonight. I've had some people that do feel like they're very clairvoyant, and they come in here. They say the moment they walk in the door, they can feel it.
Wow.
Right? But
Yep.
I do room checks every night, and I got to walk through all these big halls, and all the electric, all the on and off switches in all these rooms aren't always in the most strategic places.
Right.
So I got to turn them off and walk through a jet black room. And of course, if I watched The Conjuring the night before, the hair on the back of my neck might stand up more than usual. But I haven't been bothered, and I'll tell you, the stories and the things that I've heard have all been harmless. So
Yeah, I've heard that they're more here just to say, hey, I'm here. And they like to interact with people as a friendly interaction.
Yeah.
So
Who knows? I'm sure there are some. If you believe in the good, you got to believe in the bad, right? So I'm
Right,
sure
that's right.
there's some ones out there, but I think we're pretty fortunate that we haven't had to deal with anything bad like that. So.
Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this here is Justin Glover, GM at the Afton House Inn. Minnesota Ghost Wranglers, we thank you once again, and we look forward to coming here more often.
Appreciate you, sir.
Thank you. We are in the room where Mr. Justin Glover and I had our interview, where Mary Pennington sold her chicken. If you hear a little background noise, there is a fan going on in here. But what I did was I put up my REM pod here, and just so you know, it's fully functional. My music box right here, fully functional. Batteries were just changed on these. And I have my K2 meter right here. So I'm going to kind of go around and do a K2 sweep. I'm very interested about this picture. Mary, are you here with us? music box just went off because I just crossed in front of it. Mary, my name is Cowboy, and if you're here with us, I'd like to chat with you. I heard that you made some awesome chicken. Can you give me a sign that you're here, Mary? I have a couple devices on the tables. All you have to do is come close to my devices that are on the tables that I just showed. Set them off. I'll show you how this works, Mary. All you gotta do is come close with your energy, and you can set this off and let the lights light up. Or if you like some music, and you like a music box, you can come in close contact with this, and you can make that go off. I heard that you sold your chicken for $1. And you had ladies of the evening work for you as well. Well, so far I'm not really getting anything in this room. But you know what? I'm here all night. I might come back down here, do a little more investigating. I might come back down here with my infrared and have all lights out and do the full spectrum infrared. Maybe do a SB7 sweep, see if we might be able to capture anything. So Mary, if you don't mind, I'm going to come back down here a little bit later, and hopefully you'll be able to chat with us then, if that's okay with you. So this picture here, Justin showed me, and honestly, this is a quite heavy picture. Leanne, hold that picture. Tell me, is that a heavy picture?
Yeah, it's heavy.
It's a heavy picture. Justin told me from where I just picked it up, right there above this fake fireplace, was flung and landed right here in the center of the floor. Now, where I'm going to stand, where he told me it landed, that's got to be at least a good 10 feet, if not even a little more. It doesn't look like it, but it's about 10 feet, I would say. Then he said there was these scratches on it as well, and they couldn't explain the scratches. The scratches here he could not explain. But that's the Afton House. I'm not sure what year this was, but it says here, Jane Sweeney, 79. So I'm assuming that this might have been the Afton House in 1979. But he said that that was an interesting story that he had witnessed being flung on the floor. No, he didn't say it. He said that when others had seen that on the floor and he came to investigate, he said that that was kind of interesting, considering how heavy it was, and for it to be landed right there.
Right, because if it would have just tipped, it would have just fell like right there, you know?
Right, and if it tipped, it probably would have shattered that glass too, I would assume. if it just tipped and fell, because that's hard floor there. Leanne took a little stroll down a hallway here, and she wants me to go with her because she said that she kind of had a creepy vibe. So we're going to go down this hallway and we're going to check it out real quick. So I'm going to bring my K2 meter and see if we got any sweeps. Are you referring to the restroom way down here? Oh, we're going in here. I believe this is the wheelhouse, and this is where the silverware, when set out on these tables, have been rearranged, turned over, whatever, crossed, you name it, it's done it. Mm-hmm. Whoa. Is that picking up? All right, guys, we're standing right here in the middle of the wheelhouse, and we got a spike, and it's turning orange right there. And there's nothing around us.
So let's walk back this way.
Absolutely nothing around us.
No, not this way.
Oh, we can keep...
Maybe we'll want to go back the other way.
You know, which is funny because I don't remember it going off when I came through.
Let's go back this way.
Yep, right there. Right there.
Nothing around.
Let me see it real quick.
Some wine bottles.
Yeah, guys, look at that. There's nothing around me. Is there someone here that would like to make contact? If so, can you turn this device that I'm holding in my hands red? Can you come closer to the device? Yeah. Okay, it starts getting weaker right here. Right here. And then it's starting to get stronger. Yep, it's right here. I have no idea why that's doing that. There's literally nothing around here. Huh. Interesting. Earlier, I didn't have my camera on me, but when I was coming back, I did a sweep of the K2 on that 46 that I had mentioned before. I wasn't getting anything, and then I did another take on this, and the K2 meter was going off. And this is the 46 room where I was hearing some knocking, not knocking, but rattling of the door. Is there anybody here? See, I was getting the spike. Oh, I got a little one right there. But it was even higher than that. Is there anybody here? Can you rattle the door for me? Like you did before? We're getting that little spike right up there. Not as strong as before, but it is going off. Oh. And then, also, I was getting a spike through this hallway right by Swirl. That's the bar and grill here, one of them. And I was getting that spike, I would say it was probably right around here. Yep, there it is. Got a spike right here. And then I had another spike. Where was that other spike? It was like right here somewhere. I thought it was somewhere around here. No, I didn't go that far down. Yeah, it's not going off now, but I was getting another spike earlier. I want to say it was around here. Oh, there it is. And another spike here. Now, I'm going to show you that this does not go off just because of electricity. Okay? So there's 2 spikes there. And once again, I was getting a really high reading up here before. Not so much now. Now, a little tidbit that I just found out, that in 46, probably about 22 years ago or something like that, 15 years ago or something like that, there was an untimely death that happened in there. And perhaps that could be, the spirit of whoever. So this is Justin again, and he's bringing us over to rooms 1 through 9, and I believe you're going to show us rooms 7 and 7 and 9.
So this is room 7.
So these rooms must be really young.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, that's nice.
I know where I'm staying next time.
So you can see what I mean by the biggest jacuzzi maker makes,
Yeah.
right?
Wow, for sure. That's huge.
Now, you guys had,
That is.
I don't remember the 2 gentlemen's name. And if you watch, and shout out to you guys, because I'm giving your channel a shout out. But there was 2 gentlemen, younger guys.
Yeah, great guys.
They were at a jacuzzi and something flew at them.
Yeah, I
Was
saw
that this room?
I don't think so. That was actually in the historic part of the hotel. I believe I'm going to show you that room. I think that was in room 21.
Yeah.
21?
Yeah.
Now, has there been any paranormal phenomenon in here?
I would say just about every room. It just depends on the person.
The person.
There hasn't been any specific experience of anything of note. I can tell you we had a couple that turned on their hot tub and passed out and flooded this whole floor.
Whoa.
And somebody came and got me. I had to break down the door. Thank God they didn't drown in the hot tub.
Wow.
And the fire. That's why we had to remodel. And this one, I get a lot of people saying that they hear a lot of weird stuff. I don't know if it's because it's on the top and the wind's blowing through.
Oh, we got it upstairs.
Yep, this you get your whole floor.
Yeah, I'm going to pull out the K2 meter in a sec here. Because he said there's activity up here. Oh, holy cow, this is like a studio apartment.
You step in front of it, then it'll just go off.
Set up the REM pod real quick. I just want to see if I catch anything. Wow.
Oh my God.
Yo. That was just going off, and that's facing that way.
Yeah, I wanted to face it when I was across in front of it.
That's facing that way. There's nothing there. Huh.
They're lonely.
Hey, this is great because we got Justin witnessing this too.
They're lonely. That's why they're like, thanks for visiting.
Ah. Can you make that go off again?
This is huge.
Are you here with it? That's not me. I'm going to turn this off real quick. It's going to calibrate here in a second. I assume that that's another door to the patio, huh?
Yep, they have their own patio.
Wow.
Does that do that like that all the time?
That's calibrating right now.
Okay. I was gonna say.
No, that's just calibrating. The first time though, when it was going off, that was really going off.
That's crazy.
Because as you saw, it just goes 3 times and then it stops.
Yep.
Is there anybody here? Can you make that device go off again, as you did before? And that's a brand new battery in there too, so it's not malfunctioning. There, it just went off again. Okay.
Maybe somebody's sitting,
Justin, you got something up here. You weren't lying about that.
maybe there's somebody sitting in the chair.
You weren't lying about that. That's nuts. No freaking way. You have to be moving for that to go off. Watch. See, you have to physically be moving in front of it. Okay, well, I'll turn this off. Thank you for your time. We're going to leave you be. Justin's going to show us around some more rooms. But if anybody is up here, as you already made yourself be known, please feel free to follow me. You're welcome into my room tonight. So the first one was 7 that he showed us, but this is like a presidential suite up here in room 9. If you don't want some spooky ookies, check out number 9 right there, because you just saw firsthand that I caught something. Oh, wow.
All right, this is cool. I knew this one was going to be under the...
I don't know why, but these kind of bed frames freak the hell out of me. I don't know why. Now, there's nothing been reported in this room, has there?
You know, nothing specific that I can recall.
And this is 10.
Above this,
This is room 8.
8. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back on the historical side over here, and Justin's going to let us in a few other rooms. Hopefully spend a few minutes and see if we can catch something in there. But otherwise, we're going to continue the investigation throughout the hotel and let this wonderful man finally go home.
No worries.
There's a theory about an entity that likes to roam this dining room and mess with the silverware. And Justin's going to set out some silverware settings for us, and we're going to test this theory and see if it is accurate. Hopefully, if this entity does move the silverware around, he'll come through, or she will come through, or whoever it is. If it's Charles or whoever. He's just grabbing some silverware here for us, so I figured I'd set up the REM pod in the ghost box there and see if anything turns out while we wait. So if there's anybody down here, we're going to be here tonight investigating, and we would surely like for you to make contact with us, or at least show us that you're here, and maybe move some of the silverware set up right now. If you want to come in front of one of my devices, that would be really nice and wonderful.
This is the room where they say.
I think it was Michaela who said it's spooky over in this
Well,
corner.
they say the bed used to go against the wall,
Oh,
and they used to have to pull it away from the wall.
oh, this is the room.
But this isn't the room where the guys had the.
No.
And then this is the one though where I believe.
You guys got a nice house in.
And this is a room where I. Out of all the years that I've been here. Oh, yeah.
Ceilings are high.
Oh, wow. Yep, this is it. This is it, because they were sitting right over here,
Yeah.
and the
there
thing
was.
was right there.
Yep. So I'll leave these doors open for you guys, so you guys can do whatever you need to do.
Wonderful.
Nobody's been up here, right? He did room checks.
What?
The door's open. All the doors are supposed to be shut.
Okay. Justin just said that Shane did a room check earlier this evening and shuts all the doors. And these doors actually close by themselves and lock. This is room 31. And he said he got spooked earlier, even coming in here, and that's open. But it was shut when he left. What the heck?
He was standing there.
Yeah. I just heard a voice in there. Sounded like a voice was in there. Maybe it was a TV, I don't know.
This is a switch for the hot tub? You have to come into there.
You have to literally come all the way.
Oh, wow. I feel dizzy over here. I'm going to move out.
I heard somebody, he's like, I heard somebody, it sounded like.
Yeah, he said that sounded like somebody was walking.
He's like, I didn't want to turn the corner, so I ran back.
Yeah, that would freak me out 'cause I keep hearing that tap.
So this is a little bit of a notorious room in and of itself. Just for that, it's at the end of the building, and people have heard things.
I feel dizzy in here.
This is the room my housekeepers don't like to clean. This is the room my guest services guys don't like to come up and
It
check
feels
when they're
kind of-
closed.
Do you feel dizzy?
No, I feel, well, yeah,
I feel dizzy.
I feel kind of off a little bit, but I feel chilly.
Well, that's probably the draft.
Yeah.
But I feel dizzy.
This room 30.
31.
31.
I was getting ready to go into these other rooms, and my spirit box there just started going off. And the funny thing is, when we were downstairs earlier, my battery was drained. What the fuck?
So you were replacing
So
that?
anyway, yeah, to get back to my story, I was replacing it and I put my battery on the charger. But now you guys see that going off. I am nowhere near it. See? Nowhere near it. That's going off. But here's the kicker. Check this shit out. There's only one damn battery in it. That cannot function right. There's only one battery in it. That cannot function without the two batteries.
Okay, send it back.
That cannot function without two batteries. Why is that going off? And on top of it, there's nothing in the way of it.
And before you changed the battery, it was dead.
It was dead. And now it's running off of one battery when this thing's supposed to be running off of two. It should not be even turned on like that.
Charles is visiting us now.
Charles, are you here? Make that go off if you're here. Oh, you're going to start testing us now, aren't you? Holy crap. Guys, I'm sorry about the sloth of stuff I got on the bed here, but every time I go on an investigation, there's very little room for my equipment. But this is crazy. There's nothing there.
Charles, are you here now to...
You know, and you said that you were going to start in room 21. No, I was going to start in 21. You were going to start in 22. But before we even got to doing that, this happens in our room, which is 23. Okay, guys, I'm going to turn this off and show you once again. There's only one freaking battery in there. What the heck? That is crazy.
Yep, never had that happen.
I've never had that happen because you have to have two batteries in this thing.
And we haven't been getting any
Like,
activity.
that's like having one battery in a two battery remote and then not working. But all of a sudden it works off of one battery, guys.
Yeah, I'm sure.
See if it turns on. It is turning on. That should not happen.
Okay, it's calibrating.
Calibrate now. What the heck? Charles, are you here with us? Holy shit.
What I suppose you could say. So we haven't had any activity in this room except now.
We haven't had anything in this room at all.
And now Charles has got this thing going on.
Charles. Charles. Every time I say his name. Charles.
Hi, Charles. Hi, Charles.
Bro, this is crazy. Charles. Every time I say his name, it goes off. He has to be right over here. Once again, guys, this used to be Charles's room. He stayed here. He's the one that built the Afton House. And he stayed here in room 23. And as you can tell, this thing is just going crazy. I have never, ever had that happen. Charles, can you step away, please? Thank you. Wow, he actually stepped away. Thank you, Charles. Now, Charles, can you make it go off again? Holy crap. No freaking way. Charles, are you glad that we're here doing this?
Yep.
All right. Thanks, buddy. The funny thing is, I was asking for him to come out earlier and he wasn't. But you know what? We really didn't have any equipment rolling either. But now I have a half-juiced battery. Not a half-juiced battery, but I have a half battery in there. One battery. That shouldn't even be turned on. Like, there should not even be any power to that thing.
Yes, honey.
So that should not even be turned on. There should be no power to this thing at all. And Charles is making it go off. Charles. Every time he's here.
I know. We've been telling him, come on out.
Okay, Charles, you know what? I'm going to turn this off, and this is actually the piece of equipment that Leanne wanted to work with.
So,
Is that right? You wanted to work with this?
yes, I do.
Okay, so we're going to turn it off. You can follow Leanne in room 22 if you want, and continue setting this off if you want. But just for safe measures, I'm going to put a second battery in here. Where were you at your gravesite with us today? You were? Was that your gravesite that we actually found? Because it was kind of... It was. Because it was kind of... It was hard finding you at first.
That made sense, too, when you said that pallet just...
Fell over.
Yeah.
And it was right by it. So that was your gravesite, huh? Yep. Wow. Okay, Charles, we're going to be back here in a little bit, okay? We're in room 21 right now, and this is where two gentlemen who were doing a YouTube video before, I guess they had like a flashlight or something being flung at them, one of their own flashlights, that was set right there where my REM pod is. And they were sitting roughly about here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my REM pod there, and I'm also going to be working with my SLS camera. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my camera somewhere stationary. Now you may hear some mumbling in the background. That's just Leanne. She's in room 22 doing her investigation over there. Was just going off. That was just going off, guys. Is that my phone? Yeah, that's got to be my phone. Why is it not going off now, though? What's going on here? That's weird. I'm pretty sure that was my phone, but I don't know why. Okay. Before I get my camera here stationary, I'm going to just do a quick sweep over here. Make sure that that's working. Go into the bathroom here. See if I'm getting any readings. And I'm not. Okay, I'm going to test this theory. See? The electricity is not setting that off. You physically have to have some kind of an energy to set this off. Electricity is not going to set it off. I'm going to place this on a stationary position now. So if anything happens to go off in that general area, we're going to see it. And while that's recording over there, I'm going to try and get my SLS camera up and working. And we're going to see if maybe my SLS camera might pick something up. And if it does, I will grab my camera and show everybody what I'm capturing. Again, you might hear Leanne in the background in the other room. That gotta be me. That's gotta be me. No way. No way. Yeah, that's gotta be me. Hello, my name is Cowboy. I'm here to make communication with you. If you would like, over there, I have a device with a red light on top. If you come close to it, you can trigger that off and a whole bunch of lights will go off. Otherwise, you can jump out in front of this funky little device that I have. It's kind of a camera, and I'll be able to see you. What? What is that? I thought I picked something up, but it disappeared. If I can get it back into view, I'll show you real quick. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Trying to figure out what that is. I don't see anything over there. What is this? I'm trying to angle this camera so you don't see too much of my glare in the camera. Which obviously it's not really working, but what is that? You can let yourself be seen again. I already seen you once. Don't be shy. You interacted with two gentlemen that were here before, doing the same thing that I'm kind of doing. I may have a little bit of a different equipment, but can you show yourself? Or set my device over there off? You're not going to come out with me, are you? Are you over by the bed? It's awfully quiet up here. All right, guys, I'm not getting much of anything right now. Went around with the K2 meter, and K2 meter wasn't giving me any spikes. I also did my SLS. SLS wasn't catching anything, and my REM pod hasn't been going off. And I've been up here for about 15 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to room 22 here, switch it out with Leanne, and she's going to come in here, and maybe she might catch something that I never did. I am now in room 22. I just came out of room 21. Leanne's actually in room 21 right now. So we kind of swapped the rooms. I have my SLS camera set up towards the bed with my REM pod on top of the bed as well, hoping that we get something. I'm going to do a quick sweep with the K2. Howdy there. Ooh, it's cold over in this corner. But that's probably because the window's right there. Howdy, my name is Cowboy. Miss Leanne was in here earlier trying to communicate with you. I don't know if you communicated with her or not, but I sure hope that you communicate with me. I come in peace, I mean no harm. Once again, just to show, the electricity is not setting off the K2 meter. I have a device there on the bed. It is called a REM pod. And if you get close to it, you can set this off by doing this. See? And it lights up. So if you can let yourself be known, maybe set that off or even move some of these hangers, I'd greatly appreciate it. Guys, you see that? I just had a spike. It was all the way in red over here. What the heck happened there? You were standing right beside me. You can come on. What? What? Holy crap. That is standing right next to me. You may hear Leanne in the other room talking because she's doing her investigation. But why did that go off right next to me? There's nothing there. What? Are you kidding me? Holy crap. And it's like right next to me. And just so you all know, I got nothing on me at all. Where are you? Hi. Holy crap. Guys, that's spiking in red. Thank you for communicating with me. Can you set that device on the bed off? Make that light up? I would greatly appreciate it. You did an awesome job. I'm going to see if I can pick you up on my camera here. If you jump out in front of this camera, it will pick you up. Well, sure, and then it just turned off. If you jump out in front of this camera here, it will pick you up. I think Leanne's catching something in room 21 because I hear the music box going, whoa, 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 whoa. Holy cow. What? No. No way. Where'd that image go? Oh my God. Oh, crap. I don't know if I caught that. That was awesome. Can you step out in front of this camera again? That was a full-on apparition. Head, legs, arms, body, everything. Thank you. Damn it, I don't know if my camera is at the right angle. I would greatly appreciate it if you could do that again and show yourself. That was awesome. Maybe you moved around? So guys, it sounds like Leanne's got something in room 21 because I can hear the ghost music box go off. And ironically, right when I heard that go off, I don't know if my camera picked it up because I'm having to hold two cameras at the same time. But there was a full body apparition in this doorway in the bathroom. I am definitely going to be checking that out later if I don't catch him again, or her for that matter. Could you please let yourself be seen again? I promise if you let yourself be seen, I'm a friendly person. I just want to see you. And I appreciate you already stepping around the corner. I know you're there. I already saw you. Dang it. There. Trying to adjust my camera and something else popped up again. There's obviously somebody in here, and I know you're curious about what I'm doing. What I'm doing is I'm trying to capture you on video. I'm not going to hurt you. I promise I'm not going to hurt you. Are you a male? If you're a male, jump out in front of this camera just so I can see if you're a male. Are you a female? If you're a female, can you jump out in front of this camera so I can see you? Perhaps maybe you were one of the ladies of the night? Again, are you one of the working women here? Were you a guest here? Well, obviously I caught something there, and I hope that my camera was at the right angle that it needed to be at, so you viewers can see what I was seeing. I don't know if it was or not, but I'm definitely coming back here after we explore downstairs a little bit, because there's something up here. And I believe Leanne next door has captured something too, because I hear the music box going off. So I'll probably be going over there later as well. But what I want to do now is I want to work my way downstairs. So far we're getting some activity in these two rooms, which is great.
I'm in room 22, which is right next door to our room. We do have the music box right here. And you would have to, you know, be in front of it for it to go off. So, over here, we have the Boo Buddy Bear. And he talks. So, depends on what he's saying. We'll see if there's something interacting with him. This is really mostly for children, but we are just using it and see what we get. Cowboy is in the other room next to me in room 21.
Can you touch my tummy? What? Did you say something? Can you please say it again?
Did that mean that somebody just said something to him? Because he said to say it again.
Do you have a favorite song?
That was a cute little bathroom. Nice little shower. This is a nice little room. It's bigger than ours. And the ceilings are pretty high. This is the original room that was built in 1867 by Charles. The room that we're staying in right next door, that's another original room, and the room that Cowboy is in next to me, room 21, is also an original room. That one's even a little bit bigger. Ours is smaller. So we're just gonna sit here, see if we get anything.
Do you know what time it is?
Maybe I'll shut off one little light. So back in our room, room 23, and this is Charles' room, and he's really active now. So, Charles, are you the one that wanders the hall? Are you the one that's out in the hall looking for your wife? Charles, are you the one that smokes the cigars? So, the cigar smell that we smell in the hall, is that you? Charles, can you stop that? Can you step away, Charles? Thank you. Do you like this music box, Charles? Did you have a stroke? So they said that this room is active. You know, we've been getting some activities in a few rooms.
What? Did you say something? Can you please say it again?
Hello?
Do you have a favorite song?
This is a nice hotel. Did you like this hotel? So, are you a woman?
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
Are you a woman? Are you a man? Are you a man? You are a man? Is this Charles?
Do you have more friends we can play with?
Well, I'm getting a little bit of activity. Anyways, I'm gonna shut off Boo Buddy.
I like hugs.
Okay, he's off. Maybe if I turn this a little bit more that way. Oh, now it's going off even more. Now that's facing the bathroom. Is somebody in the bathroom? Somebody in the bathroom? I'm gonna walk away over here. I'm not even in front of it. It's facing the bathroom. Do you like the music box? See? It's not even facing me. You gotta be in front of it for it to go off. Can you step away from the music box? You like the music box? I do too. Can you step away? Thank you. Well, it's pretty consistent that this is going off. So I'm gonna end this for now, and we'll come back to it.
We're in that hallway where this is, again, room 46. Leanne said that she was getting, now see, earlier I was only getting green. She's getting orange now. So that there is some kind of energy behind this door. So anyway, I'm not gonna waste my time on 46. We already know there's some energy behind that door. Unfortunately, they do have that locked, so we're not gonna be able to get in there. But I do have the ghost box here facing down that hallway that I felt energy before, and I heard it just going off not that long ago. And at the very end over there, where I was hearing that tapping and my K2 meter was going off, I have the REM pod down there. Hi there, how are you doing tonight? We're here to talk to you. Are you a worker here? Were you a guest here? Or are you kind of just passing through?
Hello? Hello? Do you want to communicate with us?
Well, my name is Cowboy. This is Leanne. We're pleased to meet you. Were you the one that I was hearing earlier this evening? Were you tapping for me earlier? Thank you. I told you I was hearing some tapping.
Also, what about they say that somebody roams the halls?
Right. Are you the one that roams the halls here at the Afton Inn? Do you roam the halls just primarily here on the first level? Is this Mary by any chance? Charles, this isn't you, is it? Do you want me to go further down the hallway? Can you make that device down it? Yeah, you do? Do you want me to bring the music box with me if I go down further?
That's what I think. Move it.
Yep, it wants me to move it. I'm just going to confirm. Do you want me to move the music box further down the hallway? Okay, that's confirmation. Okay, I'll do that. I'm going to turn this off though. All right. Okay, so we moved the music box further down the hallway. Is this what you wanted? Is this where you want the music box? Do you want me to move it further down the hallway yet?
Maybe around the corner.
Do you want us to go around the corner? Are you still with us? Huh. Why would it ask us to come down here and then not go off?
Hello?
You know what? I'm going to face it that way. Because obviously we're not getting anything there. And between this wall right here is where I was getting the spikes earlier.
Here, I'll turn it.
Okay. I would put it like right here, facing that way. No, up here. Right there. Okay, so now we turned the music box around. We're still up the hallway, but facing from where we were at. Are you with us? For the viewers at home, Leanne, will you test that to make sure that that still works? Okay, see, it still works. Hello? Can you make that REM pod go off over there? Should we go around the corner?
Yeah.
We ain't getting anything here. Maybe that's what they wanted, was to go around the corner. So we're gonna go around the corner here. This is the new add-on edition, but they're still active. No, they're in that other part. This is the new add-on. The door's open though. What the fuck? The door's open.
Yeah, maybe he's in there. No, he's in there cleaning.
That could be the cook still.
This, 2, 3, 4.
I don't know.
Because the cooks don't have to smell.
Okay, guys, this door was shut before.
Yeah, we did shut it.
Yeah, he's been in here. That's why he's been in here.
Yeah, well, let's just not do that.
Okay, so we don't want to disturb Kyle from his work duties.
This thing's not going on, so
Yeah. We don't want to disturb Kyle from his work duties. REM pod's not going off. The music box has pretty much stopped on us, I guess, and wanted us to go further down the hall, but we weren't getting anything. So we're gonna go back into the wheelhouse here and dim the lights and see what happens. I'm going to try and also do a full spectrum in there as well. See if I can capture anything that way. Earlier, Justin set the fork and knife out on the table here to see if we have any movement on it, and so far I do not see any movement on it.
Maybe it's when they got a full setup.
Perhaps. So I have some red lights around the dining room here, and hoping that that will help my full spectrum. Okay, so I am in full spectrum mode now in the dining room. Leanne is setting up the REM pod and the Ghost music box where she pleases. And if you hear any background noise, that's just Kyle working his evening shift. He's cleaning up, and the kitchen is actually right behind us, right over there. So you might hear him in the background. So we have the REM pod over here. My music box just got calibrated right there. Thank you, Miss Leanne, for assisting me in that. Is there anybody here in the dining room that would like to chat with us? My name is Cowboy. This is Leanne.
Hi.
We would love to hear from you. I have some devices there that you can set off. We have a fork and a knife here. So, as Leanne was saying, we would like to know who is moving the silverware. So please feel free to.
Maybe it's Mary.
Could be Mary, could be Charles, or that gentleman who built the staircase. I also have my K2 meter, which my full spectrum probably won't pick up very well. But I am doing a K2 sweep as I'm recording this.
Does somebody want to touch the red pot over there by the window?
Now, I've spoken to several of the staff members here, and I've heard more than one time of silverware being moved in this dining room. I tripped. I heard more than one time of silverware being moved in this dining room. And I believe we might hear from Sarah tomorrow morning before checkout. I think she had some experiences with the silverware in here as well. So, Sarah, shout out to you. You're on my channel. I just shouted your name. Peggy, you're on my channel as well. Just shouted your name. She's going to make us some omelets tomorrow morning. And she has a lot of stories about this place. We met Michaela, Jill, Shane, and of course, Mr. GM, General Manager, Justin Glover, such a wonderful man for letting us come in here, investigate the Afton House, and letting us go into some rooms that we didn't really even expect to investigate in. I'm not feeling anything in here, are you? Guys, I'm not really feeling anything in here to a big degree. I am going to try one more test though before we move on into the next room. And I'm going to do an SB7 test real quick, see if we capture any EVPs. Hopefully we will. Okay, so this is my SB7 box. My forgetful butt forgot to grab the cord that I need to hook up my external speaker. So I'm going to hold this close to me on this mic, hoping that whatever I hear will pick up. So far I've heard the words hello and welcome, so that's good. Hello. What's your name? That was a guy's voice that came through there. Well, I'm Cowboy and this is Leanne, like I mentioned before. And we want to make communications with you. You can speak in this box and it will pick up your voice. I am catching some voices here. Unfortunately, sometimes it's hard to pick the voices up right away until I do my editing. Is Charles in here? Another man right there. So obviously there's a man that's in this dining room. Can you tell me what your name is? I've introduced myself. What's your name? If you want, you can walk around with that. See if you can capture any orbs. Do you like us being here? I don't think I'm getting anything else coming through. Hi, I heard hi. Hello. I heard something over there. Right behind me, I heard something going on. But Kyle, he's over there. Hey, do me a favor. Okay, it is you. I'm just not getting anything. So we still have one more room to investigate down here, and then we're gonna head upstairs. I think it's probably going on 3 o'clock, if not past 3 o'clock already. And we're gonna go upstairs and we're gonna go upstairs after we do the other dining room that I want to investigate. There's not too much going on in here. I'm sure I'm getting some voices through here, as you can already hear right there, but I'm just not really feeling it.
I don't see anything in here.
I'm not feeling anything. Okay.
Okay.
I can't believe, and you know what? When I went up, well, wait, no, I didn't go back upstairs. That's right. I went into the other room. It's like, son of a gun.
Yeah, I should have
You can turn on the light so I can see what the heck I'm doing now. I thought that was you sitting there for a second.
No, I was at the window.
Check this out. What is that?
What's it facing? That chair?
That
No, it's
is,
like the table. Wait, I'm confused. Is that
that's over there. Because you gotta remember, it's mirror image. So see this here? See how my hand's right there? Okay, so it's over there actually. Now it's gone.
Okay, well, at least you get to see if you could.
Yeah, and I think I caught that on film too. That's awesome. Because now it's gone. So ladies and gentlemen, right there, I was setting up to do my test in here. And as I was setting up, you all saw that I had a phenomenon over there. And the second that my hand went in front of my SLS camera, the figure disappeared. So what I have here is my pyramid device. It's called the Flex 2. That's just my music box over there, which I could be in the line of, but I doubt it because I'm off on the side quite a bit actually. Okay, so this is the Flex 2 here. Like I said, it's one of my newer equipments. I just call it the pyramid. My music box over there keeps going off, and I don't know if it's because I'm in the line or not. I'm actually off on the side though, so I don't know. And then I got the REM pod. I also have my grid. So if anything passes, as you can see, I'm going to be able to see something. Well, now we are actually here the way I wanted to be set up. We have my laser grid set up there, so if anything crosses the path, it will break the grid. We have the REM pod there. We have my Flex 2 there, which I'm just going to call the pyramid. That's going to be the new name for it, the pyramid. And my Ghost music box over there. My SLS camera right there. Which earlier, Leanne, we actually caught something on that, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did. And what was her name? Mary
Mary Pennington.
Pennington. Miss Mary, or what was her nickname? Mom? Mother. Mother Mary.
Pennington.
Yeah. Because, yeah, Mother Mary, if you're here with us, would you please let us know? I have several devices here that you can work with. I would greatly appreciate it if you would be willing to communicate with us.
Devices. You have those things on the table over there. You have the screen up on the wall.
We have a whole bunch of gadgets for you to play with.
Music box. You like music? Sure you do.
You cross in front of the music box like this and it's gonna go off. Or if you go in front of one of those devices over there, Mother Mary, you can set those off as well. Now the pyramid looking device that I have there, we can answer yes or no's. We'll ask questions, simple yes or no questions. Green for yes, red for no. Green for positive, red for negative, and so on and so on. So, Mary, are you here with us? Or anybody in here with us for that matter? Will you please turn the pyramid device green if you are here with us? Which I'm almost positive I heard that go off earlier. Yeah, when I was standing over there. But I wasn't able to catch it with my eye. Is there anybody in here that would like to communicate? If you don't want to go up to the pyramid, like I said, you can use any one of my other devices. You can even walk in front of the grid right here, like this, and you can break the grid. I also have a device here where you can speak into this device and make words, and we should be able to hear you. All right, guys, I'm not spending too much time in here because you guys keep sucking up my juice here. So please let me know that you're here. Pretty soon I'm gonna have to start recording on my phone. Anybody? Ladies of the night, anybody in here? Guests? Anybody? You know, as creeped out as I was about this room, again, now all of a sudden I'm not really feeling too much. Thank you. How about a mixture of red and blue? What's your guys' favorite color? Mary, what's your favorite color? Blue? What color is this? It's like a teal almost. All right, we're going back to blue. Leanne says that she thinks you may like the color blue. Can you turn that pyramid for yes to green if you like blue? Anybody, anybody, anybody? Okay, guys, I'm gonna stop this test. My battery juice is not very high right now. Nothing of my equipment is going off in this room. I may have had that one, well, I did have that one apparition. And I know my camera picked it up. And I'm pretty sure the pyramid went off one time, but I don't know. I didn't physically see it, I just heard. So, if there's anybody in here that likes to chat, I'm in room 23, and Leanne and I are here for the evening. And you're more than welcome to come visit us As long as you don't harm us. Respect us and we will respect you. Well, we did everything that I could down here except for the SB7 test. My cameras for my DJI action, all 3 batteries went dead. That's one thing about these action cameras, the batteries go pretty quick, but thankfully I have my GoPro here. So I'm going to actually still do the test of the SB7. Leanne decided that she was kind of getting tired and wanted to stay up in the room, and it is pretty early in the morning. I would say it's about 4:30, maybe even 4:45 right now. So I'm not going to spend terribly too much time down here. Going to maybe do a 5-minute session, hit the other 2 rooms, do an SB7 session up there for 5 minutes each, and then I'm going to get some sleep myself. So is there anybody here that would like to talk to me? You can do so speaking into this device that I have. Can you speak up? Mary, are you here? Are there any ladies of the evening in here? How about any gentlemen that came and visited the Afton House Inn to get some of Mary's chicken? That almost sounded like a kid. A couple guys' voices there. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make out what they said, but I heard a couple guys' voices there. Well, at least I'm getting some EVPs in here. So I can hear them coming through. I just don't know what they're saying. So I'm definitely going to have to go through and check this out through my editing. I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to figure out what's coming through the SB7 here. I think I've heard the word cross. Trying to see if there's anything in here that resembles a cross, but I don't see anything. I could be wrong. It might have not even been cross. That was a woman right there. I do keep hearing a tapping over there in that corner. My microphone's probably not going to pick it up because I have the SB7 right next to my microphone. Well, I want to thank you for coming through on my device here and talking to me, but I'm going to mosey upstairs. If there's anybody in here that would like to follow me, you may do so. Just please don't harm me or Leanne. We come in peace. I'm out here now at nighttime, well, early morning, I should say, at the Afton House Inn. I want to show you what it looks like at night, even though it's considered morning right now. So this is the Afton House Inn, once again, established in 1867. And it goes all the way down there, quite a ways. And then all the way down there. So this is actually quite a big hotel right now. When we drive by tomorrow morning, I'll try to get another view for everybody so you can see how far this actually goes down. Because when I was doing this earlier, I didn't realize that the Afton House Inn went all the way down there. I thought this was just it, but it went all the way down. Rooms 7, 8, and 9, the rooms that Justin had us go in earlier, are down on that end. And hopefully when we come back, and we will be back, we can maybe get one of those rooms. It is quite windy, so I apologize if you hear some wind. But I would like to check out room 9, if possible. That's the big suite that they have. And that's where my music box was going off. Justin was able to witness that firsthand himself, which was pretty nice. Room 8, I felt a little dizzy in that room. Room 7, I really didn't feel too much in room 7, but 8 and 9, I know there's something. The Afton House. And here we are at nighttime. Front desk. And off to my left is the room that we were in. And I believe that's where I'm going to be having my Sunday brunch before I leave. The handmade staircase. The staircase was made from one tree. Now I said that I was going to do room 21 and room 22 individually, but since both doors are open and I'm the only one here, the other guests are way down at the end over there. I'm just going to do the SB7 test now, right here, between the two rooms. Is there anybody here? I know there's activity in both rooms. I'm gonna sit out here for a little bit and see if anything out here happens. Ooh, this chair is nice and comfortable. I'm sitting in a really nice, comfortable chair right now. Is there anybody out here? I was told to hang out up here. If you would like to say anything, now would be your time, because I'm about to wrap things up here. Did I just say cowboy? Yeah, this is cowboy. So there you have it. Here at the Afton House Inn, I've done everything that I could as far as my investigation goes. I used the Boo Buddy, the Pyramid, my SLS camera, full spectrum, SB7, Ghost Music Box, REM Pod. I'm sure I could have done more, but this place is just massive. And during the daytime hours, it gets really busy in here, especially with all of the restaurants that they have. They got great food here. So if you're traveling through Afton, stop here at the Afton House Inn, visit one of the many restaurants that they got here, and check out their food. They got a nice winery downstairs called Swirl. So in closing, guys, once again, my name is Cowboy. I'm with the Minnesota Ghost Wranglers. If you would like to be a Minnesota Ghost Wranglers, please email minnesotaghostrangler@gmail.com and let me know if you're interested in never becoming a Minnesota Ghost Wrangler and joining the team. Even if you don't have any experience at all, you don't need any. We will train you. I would love to have my team grow so we can go further on investigations where we can get a bigger team to cover more grounds. And I would also like to expand Minnesota Ghost Wranglers, maybe go to other states eventually too. And if you're watching this video, I said on my homepage, I have something special that I would like to offer you, the viewers. I am offering for 2 viewers who are subscribed to my channel here on YouTube to come with me on my next investigation. Where we're heading next is the Conjuring House of Minnesota. It's the most haunted house in Minnesota, and it's the Boyd House in Boyd, Minnesota. You need to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Email me your name. Tell me why you would like to be on this investigation. And I will pick 2 lucky subscribers. So we're going to be there for a whole night. And we're going to get there early in the day. And we're going to investigate all night long. So I hope that you subscribe, hit that notification button, and like this video. And yes, you, the viewers, I'm picking 2 lucky winners. minnesotaghostrangler@gmail.com. Email me that information, and I will email you the information that you will need if you are one of the lucky 2 winners to come down to the Boyd House with me and Leanne. Until then, God bless and be good to those ghosts.